The Journey of Resilience, a story of inspiration, motivation, and learning. Once upon a time, in a small town nestled between rolling hills and vast fields, there lived a young woman named Layla. She was passionate about becoming an architect, always sketching buildings and designing houses from a young age. Her dreams were big, and her determination was even bigger. However, Layla faced many challenges. Her family wasn't wealthy, and resources were scarce. She studied in an old, worn-out school with minimal supplies and support. The journey ahead seemed daunting, and there were times when Layla questioned her ability to achieve her dream. But every time she felt discouraged, she would look at the beautiful skyline in the distance, imagining herself creating structures that would stand the test of time. That vision was enough to reignite her passion. One day, Layla's teacher, Mr. Fahad, noticed her struggling. He was an older man with years of wisdom in his eyes. "Layla," he said with a smile, "do you know why the tallest trees in the forest stand firm against the strongest winds?" Layla shook her head. "Because they've faced countless storms," Mr. Fahad explained. "The challenges they've encountered have made their roots deeper and their trunks stronger. You're like those trees. Every challenge you face, every setback, is building your foundation for success." His words stuck with Layla. From that day on, whenever she faced difficulties, whether it was a failed exam, a lack of resources, or self-doubt, she remembered the image of the tree standing tall in the storm. She realized that resilience wasn't about avoiding the challenges, but about facing them head-on and growing stronger because of them. As years went by, Layla continued to learn and grow, but she also discovered that learning didn't stop at school. Her first job as an intern in an architectural firm was far from easy. She was given small tasks at first, like organizing files and measuring spaces, but she never complained. Instead, she took each assignment seriously, learning something new with every task. She observed how the senior architects worked, asked questions when she didn't understand, and sought feedback to improve. She wasn't afraid to make mistakes, because she knew that each mistake was a lesson that would help her grow. Then came a pivotal moment. The firm was entrusted with a large project, a new community center that would serve as the heart of the town. It was Layla's chance to show what she was capable of. But as the project moved forward, things started to go wrong. The design wasn't meeting expectations, there were issues with the budget, and deadlines were slipping. The pressure was overwhelming. One evening, feeling defeated, Layla stepped outside for a walk. As she stood by the community center site, watching the workers labor through the night, she thought back to everything she had learned. The lessons her teacher had shared, the challenges she had overcome, and the mistakes that had shaped her path, all of it came rushing back. She realized that this wasn't the time to give up. This was her moment to demonstrate what resilience truly meant. Layla went back to the drawing board, reworked the design, and proposed a solution that met the budget while maintaining the vision of the community center. She worked tirelessly with the team, collaborating and learning from each other. She wasn't just an intern anymore, she was a part of something bigger, and she was determined to see it through. Weeks later, the project was completed, and the community center became a beacon of hope for the town. It was a symbol of what could be achieved with perseverance, collaboration, and the willingness to learn from every experience. Layla stood in front of the finished building, proud but humble. She realized that her journey wasn't just about becoming an architect. It was about the lessons learned through every challenge she had faced. It was about the growth that came from pushing through the hardest moments. It was about resilience, learning, and, most importantly, staying motivated in the face of adversity. Her story didn't end there, though. Layla's passion for architecture grew even more, and she continued to take on bigger projects, always remembering the importance of learning, adapting, and rising above the challenges. She became an inspiration to others, sharing her story and encouraging those who were struggling to never give up on their dreams. In the end, Layla's success wasn't just measured by the buildings she created, but by the strength she had built within herself, and the impact she had made on the lives of those who heard her story. Moral of the story: life will present challenges, and there will be times when we feel like giving up. But true growth comes from embracing those challenges, learning from them, and using them to build a stronger foundation. Stay resilient, stay motivated, and never stop learning, your journey is just as important as your destination.